Just about set for football now at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Today, a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Oates, and that's the kicker, Tyler Loop, set to get this started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now Burrow on the bootleg. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Man in motion is Smith. Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
They go play action for Burrow. And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. And the Ravens are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive. Jackson now to throw on first down. There's a short one caught by Andrews.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And It's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And he's going to have the Ravens first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jackson. This one caught by Chase. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Jackson up top again. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is Max Crosby. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak, and he will have a Ravens first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
1st and goal, and it's Henry. And he will score! Derrick Henry, touchdown, Baltimore. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
7, Eagles, nothing.
Touchdown. Luke is back out to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Eagles offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They had that pick on the opening drive that led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the shotgun, it's Moore. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Room to run at the 40. Saquon Barkley. And he is gone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Flowers now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense are now ready to get going on their second possession. It's been a good start for both sides. We are all even as they start this drive in the waning seconds of the first quarter. Off the play fake. Jackson. To the right side, he's got Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
What a luxury. As certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that first down.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To the air one more time with Jackson. Over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Throwing Jackson. The ball comes out. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. Man in motion is Smith. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 6. Burrow now. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. First and 10. They'll run the draw with Barkley. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard. They'll try the jet sweep. Here comes Brown. And the Eagles are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
First down. First down and goal to go.
And now I live it. Ain't it a gift? No, it's God-given. I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath.
Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Flowers now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
33-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. To throw is Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
second down and 8. Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they'll stop at just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And the Ravens first down.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson. At the 48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, Jackson. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to be 3rd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over just before the half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. On play action, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Christian Gonzalez. So good in coverage. This time he comes on the blitz and he gets there.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
There's Jefferson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. He's brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Denny Buchanan is there on the tackle.
At the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Here's Burrow. Now a screen set up for Barkley. Finding room at midfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
3. Here's second and 3 to go. To throw is Burrow. Firing right side, brought in by Brown.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for an Eagles first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
That'll be taken in by Barkley. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up third and 4.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Eagles first down.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Burrow. He's got it at the 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Dillon trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Burrow. That one, taken in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Ravens 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Flowers now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Max Crosby in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Good coverage there by a good corner, Derek Stingley.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. Let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. I'll run up the middle with Barkley, and he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
2nd and 10. Now Burrow on the bootleg. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Looking out of the gun, Burrow. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. They'll run it here with Saquon. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Once again, it's Barkley. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
The motion man is Nacua. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
A 40-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Flowers now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, Jackson. To the left side, caught by Chase. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
To the air one more time with Jackson. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Jalen Carter in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's third down. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.
It's time for some football at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Tonight's a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
From the gun, Jackson. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
We've set it downs from 37. Now Jackson off the play action. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Stopped that time by someone who collects tackles and all-pro nods every season, Fred Warner.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brown, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 7 yards on that pickup. And that is good for a Detroit first down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. First down. Here's Lamar. Throw finds Jamar Chase. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Lions have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. He's keeping it. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Quick slant, taken in by Nakua. And on a small gain up to about the 32. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Burrow throwing here, 3rd and 2. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. So no look on his first look of the game. So it's going to be 4th and short. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
Fights his way through a tackle. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and you might even hear it from the birds.
Even 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Ross St. Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they've got a 1st down here. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
And this is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
Play fake, Jackson. Pass it downfield, it's Chase. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give them 24 yards on that one. And that is good for Detroit 1st down. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And this takes them down to the 10. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. He brings it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pull that in front further. 13-zip. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Eagles, nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Eagles about set to get going for their 2nd drive. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Wildfire, the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 23-yard line.
first down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Burrow from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
You know, kid, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Pass complete to Goddard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw, Burrow. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And he's going to be hit and sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. This one's going to wind up less than a yard from that first down marker. Brock Clay gets it up to the 43.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Burrow's going to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, a run with Barkley. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Burrow out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And we'll only get 3 here as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Braden Mann on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And this isn't too far beyond midfield. It's going to bounce out, looks like at or on the 40. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
1st and 10, here's Jackson. Short pass Ryan. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Gibbs. Good defensive effort here drives them back across midfield on their own side. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense to the line for 2nd down. to throw. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
St. Brown. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's going to run for it. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. And they forced a 4th down.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. The Eagles setting out their offense one last time in the first half. They're going to need some unlikely magic here if they want to find any points with almost no time remaining. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. On the move, past the 40, at the 20. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
3rd quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Burrow to the air now. That's over the middle of money to Nakua. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Catch made over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable to create space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Burrow. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
First down, Burrow to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get this down to the 28. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. All right, this is A.J. Dillon. And the power play up the gut results in 2 yards.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Finds the in route complete. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Burrow setting to throw. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Putting a receiver in motion. He's back to throw. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Lamar now from the gun. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And we'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Jackson now on 3rd. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. And they just get the play off. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. New set of downs for him from the 31. 1st down, here's Lamar. Hits him on the in route. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. From the gun, Jackson. finds Laporta. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Gain 15 there. And the Lions have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Offense is set. First and 10. In off to Gibbs from the gun. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively.